On the screen right now, on the left is a 4-4-1-1-1 build that everybody has been pushing for. However, on the screen on the right, you can see that this build do identical damage but is actually cheaper to build and therefore is a better early game build than your 4-4-1-1-1. Now for both of these run, I'm choosing the monkey boss on the level 55 just because they have the similar pattern. Their pattern are basically the exact same every time, so I can eliminate variance. In addition, I'm not using my ults, I'm not using my echoes, I'm using a Verena to help me with survivability a little bit for the turtle, but otherwise I'm trying to keep these two runs to have the exact same input as much as possible, just so you can compare only the damage. Now, if you observe very carefully, the damage on the secret build is actually slightly less, but it is a lot cheaper. The first thing, I'm going to be showing you my 4-4-1-1-1 build that I used in this video. I have really good 4-1-1 on the set, so I have 2 set. But for my 4-1, I'm using 2 off-piece, basically, because the idea is that for a set like Glacio, you can't get a 5-piece set. So this is my 4 cost. You can see that it is pretty good. It has crit rate main stat, crit damage substat, as well as a bunch of damage bonus on my basic attack and my lip and my heavy attack. And then here's my 1 cost that have attack as my main stat, and then a good amount of crit rate, some ult damage, and some heavy attack damage, just like that. So these two are pretty decent. They're not the best, but you know, you get the idea. But what is the secret build? Well, actually, it is the exact same build, but I removed this 4 cost, and then I put a free cost, again, offset, with no substat on it. Oh, actually, no, this is actually not the build. The build that I show you is actually this. It's 4-3-1-1. I removed an additional echo just to show you and just to prove that this is indeed the case. Here's the build I used in the video, and you'll see that I have exactly 15768 HP. And if you go back to the beginning, you'll see that this is indeed the HP amount you see. And likewise, if I remove both of these pieces, you see that I am able to have 12438 HP, which is again the exact amount you see earlier in that video. Again, here's the thing, you don't need substat, you don't even need it to be onset, as long as it has the right main stat on one of them, it will be better. Not 2 of them, because I'm only using 1. 1 of them, it will be better. And I find it hard to people that say this is hard to farm compared to the 4-1 build, because A, I'm only farming for 1 piece instead of 2 additional pieces, which are your 4-1, and 2, I don't need substat. If you're doing your 4, you're looking for substat. No, I don't even need substat. I just need my main stat, and I'm better than yours. And I find it hard to believe that people don't have a single main stat element correspond. You just go through your list and you go click. Oh, here's an arrow. Oh, here's a spectral. Oh, here's a havoc. Here's an arrow. Wow, like that's all you need. Like, so that's why this is easy to farm, because I only need 4 Ps to beat up your 5 Ps. So the real cheap build, what you should be doing now is you get your 4-1-1 just like you would with your 4-3-3-1-1, and then you have 2 open slot. For these 2 open slot, just put a plus 25 main stat element damage bonus on it, and you're done. Here, and this is what I did. Here, you see I have 2 pieces of the plus 25 free cost with the right main stat on them. Both of these are not on set with the Glacio set. Both of these don't even have substat. And this blow the 4-4-1-1 build out of the wall. In my opinion, I think this is easier to farm because you don't need to care about substat, you don't need to care about the set. Any piece will do. And again, just to get as a reminder, you got 2 on-set piece for free from the new event. In my opinion, this is easier to farm because instead of spending time like hunting for your 4s and your 1 and then maybe hoping for good substat on them, you should just go around and hunt for frees, because as long as they have the right main stat on them, you're good. Like, that's all it takes. And when it comes down to EXP transfer, they're both as inefficient anyway. And oh, I know what you're thinking, what about Havoc and Thunder? No, the set bonus is not important. Stop paying so close attention to the set bonus, because what you have to understand is that the set bonus give you exactly 30% increase damage from the 2 set to the 5 set, which is exactly how much I took out in the previous example. If you remember, I was running 4-3-1-1 and I have a missing slot. This is where you get the last 30% in. Again, doesn't have to be onset. It doesn't have to have any substat. If you just go ahead and put a plus 20, oh, this one is onset. Okay, but if you just go ahead and put a plus 25 havoc damage bonus on it, it will have your 30% there. And that's basically equivalent to you getting your 5P set. And that's why 4-4-1-1 is just not good, because you always lose to 4-3-3-1-1, no set, no substat, pretty much. I know people are gonna nitpick the very specific because every character work differently, and that's true. For example, Havoc MC have 20% Havoc damage bonus built in, so damage percent is not as valuable. But when you're given a generic statement of 44111 is a better early game build, that's just completely wrong, because the better early game build is 43311, no stat, no set. And I try to make this video as simple as possible without any mathematics involved, so I'm hoping that this simplify things a little, and hopefully this finally clear things up for people. And I want to make a final call that I'm not making this video to like hate on any specific person or nothing like that. This idea of 44111 has been spreading around like a wildfire like long before, and I figure it's not right, so that's all it is. And hopefully this helped understand. I think it'll be really cool if you try to understand the mathematic version. It'll be really, really helpful in life or anything else. But yeah, that's all it is. Hopefully this showcase make it more obvious, you know. And again, to summarize, don't need set bonus, don't need substat. That's precisely what I did. That's why I showed. In fact, I don't even need a piece, right? That's all it is.